Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about the whole system I do and follow with my clients to make ads, but winning ads actually, yeah? So it is a very complete system and a very important system that every business owner needs to know and every business should know before launching ads and before just putting money into marketing in general, okay? I'm going to go over with it, okay? I have 3 markers here, so I'm gonna use them. And yeah, let's start. So the first thing would be the research, okay? The first thing when we do research is to know the business and to know the ads. The first thing we need to know about the business, we're going to do an hypothetical case in the whole video, okay? Let's say we are working with a supplementation brand, okay? And they are selling melatonin. That is a supplement that is going to help people to sleep better, okay? The first thing we need to know is about the whole supplementation store. We need to know the winning product. If you're in a service-based business, you need to know the winning service, okay? In this case, we have the winning product that is our melatonin, okay? But we really need to know what is our winning product, okay? Or winning products. If we will have 2 or 3, we need to know those, okay? Then we need to know what is our price, okay? Our average price, okay? What this means, okay, average price is when someone goes into our store and buys, what is the average that they spend on our store, okay? Let's say in this case, the average is, I don't know, 50 euros, okay? We're talking about euros in this video, okay? And then we need to know the lifetime value. So the lifetime value, for those people that don't know, is basically when you have a service or a product that is kind of recurring. Like people go into your store or your business and they buy again, not just the first time, but they buy again, okay? So it's very important to know the lifetime value. Okay, so we can know the lifetime value with time, okay? We can do 3 months, yeah? And then we do the math, 3 months times 50, okay? Because that's average price, okay? That when someone buys, they spend 50 euros, okay? Or we can just do the math and have the money, okay? Normally it's just in price, yeah? But we can do it both on time or in price directly, okay? Let's put it on money, yeah? So let's say the average, because it's lifetime value, okay? It's the value. So in this case, let's say when people buy us, when they spend up to 200 euros, they stop buying from us, okay? So 200 euros. When they, get to that point, they stop working with us for any kind of reason, okay? So it is important to know the lifetime value. And the next thing is to know the margins, okay? We need to know the margins, okay? As you can see, I am not the best at writing, but okay. Okay, so let's say we have a margin, a decent margin, okay? Let's say we have a 50% margin, yeah? So now we can actually go on to the whole system after this. If we have a margin of 50%, then we can spend 100 euros. 100 euros of those 200 will be profit, okay? Or of every single price, 25 of every single product that we sell is going to be, 25 is going to be profit, right? So now we know what is going to be our CPA, okay? CPA means cost per acquisition, okay? It's cost per new client acquisition, okay? So it is important to know if we have a 25 euros margin on a 50 euros product, then we have to talk with the business and he has to, say, okay, the maximum I want to spend per new client is 10 euros or 15 euros, yeah? Let's say 10 euros max. 10 euros maximum for new client, okay? Then when we have all of this, yeah, I need to have this with me. When we have this, then we can go and start doing the ads, okay? But we have to research the ads first. So how do we research the ads? So if we're working with a business that has already been running ads for a long time or has been running ads for, some time, I don't know, a few months, then we will see the ad account that they have, right? And we will see what kind of ads they are running, okay? It is really important to research on our own ads and see what worked, what didn't work, and what we can do better in order to continue and do better things in our company. So we're gonna take some inspiration on those ads that didn't work and on those ads that did work, and we're gonna try and double down on the winning ads. And then we're gonna research our competition. You see compet here? Sorry for my writing again. We're going to research our competition. We're going to research all the companies that are doing ads in our similar company on our similar products. Okay, in this case, we're selling melatonin. So we're going to search. We have a software for this, different softwares actually, where we research for all the companies that are running ads within certain products or certain services. Okay, so what we're going to do is we find those competitors, or you tell us what are your competitors. That would be insane. And then what we would do is search those competitors. Okay, when we find those competitors, we will see the ads that they're running, and we see if they are running ads for more than 20 days, then that means those ads are winning ads. Yeah, hope that you understand. More than 20 days for us is a winning ad. I'm going to explain you why. Because when you put money into an ad, yeah, you put 100 euros, for example, in an ad. When 100 euros is invested already into an ad and you didn't get any return back, then you don't want to spend 100 euros, okay? But when you see that ad has to spend those 100 euros and you get that return, yeah, that ROI or that ROAS in this case, then you want to spend more money. So we said more than 20 days is a winning ad, okay, in this case. This is a very generic rule that we follow, but it is something that we keep our eyes on, okay? Then when we have this, we will see why those ads are working. We take inspiration from those competitor winning ads and we'll try to make them better for our company, okay? Let's say we find a winning ad that is just a single picture, yeah, or competitor, yeah? Our competitor is doing static image highlighting the benefits of melatonin, for example, yeah? We take inspiration from that ad and make it better and make videos from that image, right? When we follow all of this, yeah, then we have to record the ads, okay? There's different systems, there's different kind of ads, there's different formats, there's different resolutions, okay? But as we're talking about normally Meta and TikTok ads, yeah? Meta and and TikTok, oh sorry, TikTok, oh shit man, and TikTok ad, oh shit man, I don't know how to write. I need to go get back to high school. But yeah, Meta and TikTok ads, yeah, sorry for my writing, man. When we're doing Meta and TikTok ads, it's normally static, that means for images, and videos. Okay, when doing static, we do images, and then we can also do videos. Okay, so the most winning ads that we have in 2025 in video-based format is UGC. UGC stands for user-generated content. That is when you hire someone, some influencer or some people that are going to record a video highlighting the benefits or giving like a review kind of ad. I think all of the people nowadays have seen this kind of content. It's the typical ad that you see, for example, talking about, I just tried this supplement brand and it made me sleep so much better. You know what kind of ad I'm talking about. The typical face-to-face talking, well, yeah, that's UGC, okay? So those people, those brands are paying these people to make this kind of ads. The good and the bad thing about this is the good thing about UGC, okay, is that it's very, very profitable, yeah? So we have a positive ROAS, okay? It's a positive, I say plus. So it's a very positive ROAS. It's very, very profitable. The next thing we have to do with UGC is that normally they handle everything, right? Normally. So they handle the video, okay? They record and they edit. So it's a good thing because we don't spend time on editing, yeah? Or it depends on how much money you pay them, yeah? So it really, really depends. Then if we do UGC, the thing is that people are normally, they trust even more. Trust. People, when they see UGC content, they trust people, right? People trust people, yeah? So that's why UGC has a higher conversion rate. So when you run a non-UGC kind of ad, maybe you have a 1% conversion rate. But if you see an UGC ad, maybe it can go to 3 or 5%, which is a 300 to a 500% increase on sales. So that's why I really like UGC, yeah? So that's one of the kind of ads you should do. Now, the bad things about UGC is that it is fucking expensive. Like, it is fucking expensive. It really depends on what kind of UGC influencer you're paying, what kind of UGC content creator you're paying. But you can pay, I've seen 75 euros per video. You can find it for cheaper, you can find it for even more expensive, but yeah, 75 euros per video is average, okay? So that's the thing, is it is expensive, okay? Now, the deal with UGC, the best thing about UGC, and I recommend this to do if you have a brand and you're doing UGC, the best thing to do is do packs, okay? Don't do 75 euros one video. Pay them 300 euros and do 20 videos, right? That is the best way to hire UGC content creator. So then you can try for the first time how does UGC work. Then the bad thing about UGC is that also if you pay them and you don't have an ROI on those ads, that's the thing. You spend money on a UGC content creator and you didn't have the ROI, right? So it is a high risk, high return, right? High risk, high profit. So you put a lot of risk, and if you lose a lot. And if you win a lot, right? So it is very important. Then if you don't want to do UGC, that's completely fine. You can do all the kind of ads that are not UGC paying someone, but you can do someone from your team, right? You can record videos about someone of your team, or you can record just the product and a voice in off talking, if that makes sense. Is when you record the product, how does it work, and add some B-rolls, add some music, you know, but the whole video is talking about the product itself. And that's a really cheap kind of ad to record, right? So what we do, if we work with businesses and we go to the business and record, we recommend always is to record 20 to 40 ads a month, okay? With one of our clients, we did, I think, 330. We did 330 ads in 1 month or so, yeah? 300, I think it was even 400, yeah? But that was a particular case, okay? If you have a brand, if you have a service-based brand, if you have a product or an e-commerce brand, then record 20 to 40 ads every single month. It is good, okay? So you know you have a lot of variations, okay? Now, when you record those ads, it's very important to know, as I said, the winning ads of yours, like the winning ads you did, and the competitors' winning ads. And you need to have the angles, the hooks, and the scripts, okay? Well, the angles means the camera angles, right? People in 2025 need to see different angles, yeah? They want to see you from here, they want to see you from there, they want to see you from the ground, yeah? So it's very important to set good angles. Then the hooks, it is very important to record a lot of different hooks, so you can see what is the best winning hook, right? A hook means the line that you use in the 3 to 5 seconds in the video, right? It's when you start a video and you instantly talk about something that is going to set the video. Like, let's say this is a hook, okay? Are you above 65 years old and you have problems with sleeping? That is a hook, right? The first 3 to 5 seconds is very important in a video, because if you don't hook your viewers into the first seconds, then you're gonna lose them, literally. You're gonna lose them because they're gonna scroll down. You have to understand that people, like ads, are shown to real people. A lot of people think that ads are just statistics, but there are actually people behind those ads, right? There are people looking at your ads, there are people liking your ads, commenting your ads, looking in Google for your product based on that ad, and there are people buying your ad, yeah? There's people with feelings, with emotions, with families, right? You have to understand that. So it is really important to hook them into the video. Now the scripts is really important as well. You can hook them in the first seconds, but if you don't know how to sell them within the video, they're not going to click into your ad, and they're not going to see the funnel or the landing page or whatever, and they're not gonna buy. So the script is really, really important. Okay, make that clear. You have to have a system to record scripts, okay? Then editing. Now, editing is a really, really important thing, because you can have really, really bad recorded videos, yeah? Like, they can be very ugly. Very fucking ugly, yeah? If you have a really good editing team in your team, right? If you have good editors, you can get from 20 ads that you recorded, you can get 30. And from 40, you can get 60, right? 60 ads, and you recorded 40. And I'm going to tell you why. Because some of the ads, you recorded an ad, and from that ad, you can get 3 different ads, and you can test those 3 ads, right? Also, the thing about editing that is very important is that you can hook even more the people. Like, they see the video and they get bored because there's not a lot of video editing, right? But if they see the video, they are watching and they see text, they see B-rolls, they see products, they see new angles, that means the people get even more hooked. So they are entertained, and social media is for entertainment only, right? They go for entertainment, but we as a business owners and as marketing experts, we want to sell. So we want to make people entertained, and at the same time, we want them to buy our products or services, right? So it is very important to have a really powerful editing team, yeah? Then we go over to the publishing, okay? You see here, publishing. Publishing is really important in Meta and TikTok ads. Now we have campaigns, then we have ad sets, ad dot sets, yeah? And then in every single ad set, we have the ads, okay? We have the ads. Now, the thing about the publishing is that people in 2025 with the new Meta Andromeda update, they think that segmentation is not important, and it's still kind of important. It's not 100% important, but it is something that you should take a look into. Why? Because you can be really clear within your ad, but if your segmentation is completely open and your ad, your product, your service is only direct to females, to women, then you're spending money on men and you're trying to sell a product or service that's only for women, right? So you're spending money, you're literally wasting money on people that shouldn't be looking at your ad, right? It comes down also to the location, okay? We have the gender, yeah? If it is female or male. Then we also have the location, okay? If you have a location and you're selling only in a country, basically if you're selling only in the UK or only in the US, then you cannot do the ad for the whole world, right? You cannot set all the countries in the world. You have to sell only on some certain locations. That's what I say, segmentation is still important in 2025, right? So location, I don't know, in countries, whatever. So after that, we have the platforms, right? We have the platforms, right? So the platforms are really important because if we advertising on Meta, yeah, the thing with Meta is that in Meta, we have different platforms. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Audience Network, and we also have Threads now, yeah? And we have Messenger as well, yeah? And we have WhatsApp as well, or WhatsApp is not really, but we have different platforms. And the thing is, within each platform, we have different locations, right? For example, in Instagram, we have stories, we have reels, we have the post, like when you scroll within the homepage of Instagram, then we have when people looks for something in the search bar of Instagram, and the same within Facebook. And then in Messenger, we have different, we have different kinds of things, yeah? Now, the thing is that my agency loves to focus only on Instagram and Facebook. And on Facebook and Instagram, we really like to focus on 2 to 3 things. Instagram, we really like to focus on IG and Facebook. Reels, stories, okay, stories. And sometimes we also like to try the search-based, when people search for something in Instagram, right? So search-based, right? When someone search for keywords related to your niche or your product or your service, whatever, you can also do ads in there, yeah? So these are where we advertise on. We don't want to spend money on platforms or in locations that people are not going to buy, where we have a low conversion rate, right? We always and only do ads here, right? We are now trying to do Advantage Plus on placements, yeah? But for now, we're just sticking to this and we're trying the Advantage Plus on placements, okay? And platforms. So then on publishing, we also have as I said, campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Now, when you set a campaign, the campaign, if you don't know a lot, the campaign, you have different kind of objectives, right? We have leads, we have engagement, we have sales, we have interaction, right? We have different kinds of objectives, yeah? And that's the level of the campaign. You have to know what is your objective. Now, each different kind of ad set, you can set there, what I just said here, okay? You can set the segmentation based on placements, locations, genre, everything, right? Interests. Okay, so, and then in each one, I always recommend to do 4 to 6 ads in each ad set, right? Do not do below 4 because you don't give Meta that variation to test ads, right? The thing with Meta is they like to test. They see what ad is going to work better. Do I explain myself? And that's why I always recommend 4 to 6. Now the thing is, if you do more than 6 ads, it's okay, but you have to keep in mind that Meta is not going to test all of the ads. And if you have a budget of 20 euros a day or $20 a day, Meta is not going to test at all if you have 30 ads, right? That's why I always recommend, even if you have a really high budget of, I don't know, 1,000 euros a day, don't do a lot of ads. Just do 4 to 6 ads on each ad set, okay? That being said, when we do this, then we also have the budget, okay? I always almost forget the budget. Then the budget, it really depends on what kind of country you are in, right? If you're on the, I like to call them S-tier countries, UK, Ireland, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, Australia, New Zealand, these kind of countries are English spoken countries, and whoa, they are high income countries, then I truly don't recommend to spend less than 20 euros a day. I am now trying to do 10 euros a day. The reason being is that you can do if you have a really strong creative, if you have really strong ads. But if you don't have really strong ads and you don't know how to record ads and everything, I don't really recommend to do less than 20 euros a day on S-tier countries. Then you can segmentate, yeah? If you're doing it on Europe, Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Austria, I don't know, Latvia, these kind of countries, you can do 10, 5, 7.5 euros a day. So the budget is really important. Now, my recommendation is minimum 20 euros a day if it's S tier. You have to look into the country that you are doing ads in, right? Do some research on the country that you're doing and search. You can even ask ChatGPT, what is a good budget to spend daily on this country or on these countries, yeah? So that would be, I think that's my system, yeah? I think, no, that's my whole system, as you can see. It's very beautiful. Sorry for my writing again. So I hope you liked the video. If you want to work with me and you want to follow this system and you want to see an increase in your investment and you want to see ROAS positive, yeah, and you want to see an increase on your ROAS, okay, then you should definitely work with us. The thing is, last month we've achieved 4,000 euros for a client that spent like 450 euros and we get them 4,000. That's a 10-year ROAS, yeah. This month we're going towards, I think we're doing 3,500 and it's only been 15 or 16 days, right? So we also work with other brands spending plus 30K a month. So yeah, that being said, if you want to work with us and follow this system and, you know, have winning ads and get you clients, if you want to get new clients, then you should work with ZEM Marketing. You have a link in the description to work with my agency, to book a call and see what is the best things that we will do within your company and within your ads system, okay? So that being said, go there, click the link and like the video, subscribe, and I see you on the next one. Bye.